Maybe what you should do is just check your attitude.
Ensure he has a medical cannabis license if he is going.
When he doesn't have one.
I was using prior to this
Not at
case.
this time, but Mr.
I should already had it.
I think you better cooperate. What I should do, Mr. Wilson, is I should lock you up. They do not deserve to in any way be disrespected.
There's no excuse, but it's just so much on me right now. It's just...
You weren't going to see the light of day through Thanksgiving. It was the people you disrespected that even started me maybe changing my mind about where you should spend Thanksgiving.
Assistant Public Defender Chinazi K. Akinwumi, Your Honor, on behalf of Anthony Wilson.
Your name, sir?
Anthony Wilson.
Thank you.
And I just want to confirm the note, but Mr. Wilson indicates that he and Mr. Warren Green intended to set this matter for preliminary examination.
That's fine, except that I have violation report.
Dated yesterday, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, he got the email.
Where he's not gone over to, he's missed 3 tests at community correction.
So I don't stay out here. I've been testing in Detroit, Michigan. So
Well, there's a way to do that, but this is not the way, because I don't know anything about any testing in Detroit.
Trying to pull up the information, Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
he got the information. Where my lawyer is.
Okay. Well, then, Your Honor, can we pass this matter? He indicates that he's already given some information to the court.
To who?
Mr. Warren Green, Alex.
He's saying he gave it to Warren Green?
Yep, so.
Where is Mr. Warren Green?
Judge, he's next door.
Can we forward it to you or what?
That's fine. Your Honor, it looks like what he's showing me are drug test results from ADCS lab. Obviously, I'll need to. Can you send it to me?
To do what?
I just wanted to look at the results that he's showing me, Your Honor. It looks like he did. This test was dated 11/11. Well, no, 11/9. You have another one?
Yeah, they both are here.
Okay.
There's another one right up on there.
And then there's another collection that was dated on 11/7.
Who's he doing that testing for?
It's A as in apple, D as in Daniel.
I get it, but why is he testing?
It's supposed to be for cocaine.
Pardon?
So, who's telling you the test? Are you calling to do the correction? When you number you got a test?
They gave me a new color. Like, once I went to the place, they gave me an actual color that I called instead of that number.
Who gave you a color?
The location where I go to do my dropping.
Okay, but why are you testing at that location?
Because I'm from Detroit. I don't stay out here. I've never been out here until I encountered with this case. I had this situation. So the agent that's over this whatever, she gave me an address and a couple addresses in Detroit where I could go do.
She told you to test there? Did you sign the release?
Yeah, they have all my information.
What was her name?
What is the
Your Honor, may I?
Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Alex Warren Green on behalf of Mr. Wilson. Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Wilson about the NISP samples reported by Community Corrections here. He provided me screening results from ADCS lab in Detroit. When I spoke with Mr. Wilson last night, I told him he needs to make sure that those results are being reported directly to Community Corrections. If I could show the people briefly and approach the court with these results. He did submit to testing there on...
Can you find out if they referred him over there? Because he's telling me that Community Corrections sent him there.
They did.
All I can see, Your Honor, in the report is it says local testing in Detroit permitted. I don't know if they gave him a specific...
In what?
In the bond violation report. It definitely doesn't specify ADCS lab on McNichols, but I guess...
Did he sign a release? I guess I'm trying to figure out why these results aren't getting here.
My suspicion is he did not sign the appropriate releases.
I signed all the paperwork they gave me. I don't know. If you want to take the number, you can call them and figure out what's going on.
You have those papered?
I do, Your Honor.
Have the people
No, I
seen?
have not seen those.
How many tests are we looking at?
There's 2 tests, Your Honor, that I'm looking at now. There's a test from 11/7 that was collected and 11/9.
And are they negative?
No, they're positive for THC.
That's Correct, Your Honor. So with community corrections reporting misses on November 7th, November 12th, and November 17th, it seems like the position we're in with what we have is that he has probably one true miss at this point, along with the positive THC results. And I told Mr. Wilson if he is using marijuana
Does he have a card?
I told Mr. Wilson he would need to get a medical marijuana card if he wanted to use it for medical
He
reasons.
doesn't have a card he's using. He's on bond. Can't do it.
The other issue, Your Honor, is that the most recent test was 16 days ago.
What's not tonight was the most recent test.
No, it just went on, I think Saturday. Is he Friday?
When?
Based on the paperwork I have, it's been 16 days.
Is he Friday or Saturday?
Where's that test result?
This is what they emailed me this morning, like literally.
Your Honor, what I would note is that the two results that we do have, the date collected and the test date are in one case 4 days apart and in one case 2 days apart. So I don't know if they have a delay in getting the results from their testing. I am not familiar with this agency at all, ADCS Lab.
Why is he still using marijuana?
Your Honor, I spoke to Mr. Wilson and he tells me he has been a marijuana user for a long time. I told him he needs to ensure he has a medical cannabis license if he is going.
He doesn't have one.
I was using prior to this
Not at
case.
this time, but Mr.
I should already had positive marijuana results the first time I went.
Hold on. Mr. Wilson assures me he will take the steps he needs to get.
Right out of the gate, this is a classic bond violation issue. When you're on bond, you don't get to operate on, well, I've always done it this way. The rules tighten. No medical card? Then legally, it's still prohibited use, even if marijuana is generally legal in the state. And here's the bigger question. If you knew this was required from day one, why wait until you're standing in front of a judge to fix it? That hesitation alone can make a court question compliance.
The court's consideration, Your Honor. I'll speak with the lab and I'll speak with my client.
You can take him back.
I gotta give him the number to the place.
I got it.
No, that's not the number. Here, the number's right here in my messages. Like, you don't have it, because it's right here. It's 313. Here, take the number. Take the number to the place. 552-3335. Thank you. I'll come back and talk to you in a second. It's probably that you got. Damn.
I think you better cooperate.
Anthony Wilson.
Your Honor, I appreciate the court's accommodation in passing this matter. Before we broke, the court asked that I get in contact with the lab in Detroit that Mr. Wilson's been testing at. We were able to do that. Mr. Wilson did provide a sample.
This right here is where bond hearings quietly get decided, not just on paperwork, but on behavior. Judges lean heavily on deputy reports and courtroom staff observations. If you're arguing while being escorted to holding, you're not just venting, you're creating a record, and records matter. Ask yourself, if your freedom depended on how you acted in the hallway, would you be talking or walking silently?
And if the court is so gracious as to continue his bond, I would make sure that is done. That said, we have no result for the November 22nd date. And I think the bigger issue here is Mr. Wilson tested positive for THC in the first 3 samples he provided. And he expects he'll test positive for THC in the sample he just provided. I spoke to Mr. Wilson, and he is going to take the steps to get a medical cannabis license or refrain from using marijuana while he's on bond. And he understands that cannot use marijuana while on bond. Your Honor, I would ask the court to consider continuing his bond based on the fact he's made his 2 court appearances. He has not been charged with, or he hasn't been convicted of any crimes in, it looks like, about 10 years based on my review of his criminal history. Mr. Wilson is a father. He has 2 young kids. And when I went back to speak with him, his number one concern was making sure those kids get picked up from school. So we did make arrangements to make sure that happened. Mr. Wilson works 2 jobs. He works for DoorDash and Uber in addition addition to currently building his home business. Your Honor, I would ask the court to consider continuing his bond. I don't believe he's a threat to the public. I don't think he's a flight risk. And with these bond violations, he's going to get compliant with his bond.
He's gonna what?
He's going to get compliant with his bond and remain compliant with his bond.
What I should do, Mr. Wilson, is I should lock you up for a couple of reasons. One, you're in violation of your bond, but at least you've been testing. Explain to me something though, because your counsel makes a good argument about kind of letting you go and letting you do these things. Explain to me, when I sent you back, why you had to act like you did.
I didn't act like anything.
Mr. Wilson. Your Honor, when I spoke to Mr. Wilson,
What were you telling these officers? Because all they're doing is following my order. So if you want to maintain that you did nothing, then we'll maintain that and I'll just make my darn decision. They do not deserve to in any way be
I apologize for my outburst, what I may have said. At the moment, because someone used my name, I'm going through this instance, so I'm totally innocent. I'm being really drugged through the mud because of this. So I'm very frustrated. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
I get it.
So
Is that anybody in this room's fault?
I take accountability for my action. I apologize for the way I acted. There's no excuse, but it's just so much on me right now. It's just, I've never been to Ann Arbor in my life. And the 2 times I've been here, I've been in cuffs both times. And I've never been here in my life.
Maybe, can I just say this? Maybe what you should do is just check your attitude. And I'm dead serious about that. Because when I found out what happened back there, you weren't going to see the light of day through Thanksgiving.
I understand, Your Honor.
And you know what's funny about that is? It was the people you disrespected that even started me maybe changing my mind about where you should spend Thanksgiving. Because while you had already disrespected them, they realized that you got kids, that you want to be someplace.
Yes.
So instead of giving them a hard time, you ought to thank them.
I thank them for what they did. Do they help me get in contact with my family to at least check on my kids?
Exactly.
I'm responsible for them, and without me, they can't get back and forth to school or anything.
Right. And they got that, didn't they?
Yes.
And they made sure that you could do, that's the only reason that you're still back there right now.
I understand, Your Honor.
Think before you start doing stuff. All right.
Yes.
And I realize you may be frustrated by this whole process, about everything that's going on.
Totally, Your
But
Honor.
young man, give it a chance to just work itself through. Because acting the way that you're acting now, those kids are going to be without dad.
You're absolutely right, Your Honor. These couple of hours away from him has been a lot.
Yeah. And think about it if it were just a few days. Because again, that's where you were.
I understand, Your Honor.
The crazy part is he actually walked out on bond, and the reason? The same staff he just disrespected chose to show restraint because of his kids. That's not luck, that's institutional patience. And honestly, that kind of mercy probably hurts more than a quick remand would have.
Are we adjourning this out?
Your Honor, I would request that this matter be set for examination.
So all of the discovery is complete. You have it?
I believe so, Your Honor.
People have their witnesses available the 23rd.
We will try for that date, Your Honor. One of my officers, I'll have to double check with him, but I'll try for that date.
Preliminary examination in person, December 23rd, 2025, noon. That's before me, Mr. Wilson.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So you will have an opportunity to show me if you can use your head about this.
You're right, Your Honor. Yes.
You hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
And if you come back here before me and that's not it, we're going to have a problem. And when I have a problem with people, who wins?
Probably you do most of the time.
Probably in here, always.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Excuse me. Is there anything I need to sign before?
And that's the twist. He walks out, not because the violation disappeared, not because the THC magically cleared, but because discretion kicked in. Bond decisions are rarely just legal math. They're character assessments in real time. The judge made it crystal clear. This was patience, not permission. So here's the big question. Would you have continued the bond or remanded him to make the lesson stick? Let me know below, because in court, attitude can weigh just as much as evidence.
Really simple. Don't mess it up.
Yes, sir.
Continue. And you know what? Those three folks around you, you need to thank them for your freedom. because
Yes, sir.
I wasn't going to do it.
Thank you, sir. Have a happy holiday.
You do the same.